Guys, make sure to spam the chat with hello YouTube so the chat doesn't look dead in the video. I'm on a different wavelength right now. I'm on a different wavelength than y'all. Alright, over the past few days, there has been massive outrage all over Twitter about Twitch viewership. And today, we are gonna dive into the shit. Because I think it's really unique, and me being a small streamer, I feel like I have some insights on this. As a business major, I gotta slide that one in there. I'm interested in how this is going. We're gonna tie it into the advertising, we're gonna tie it into being a streamer, we're gonna tie it into being from Twitch's perspective. We got a lot to talk about. It'll be pretty brief, but I just had some information, I had some extra time today that I wanted to throw together a little presentation for you guys so we can explain and learn what really is going on behind Twitch viewership right now at the moment. You just weird for real? Thank you, Ash. All right, so our story today with viewership, I am going to take this one back to 2006. 2006, where we learn about Jacob Nielsen, the co-founder of the Nielsen Norman Group. Now, I am bringing this guy up. You probably have no idea who this guy is, but I did a little bit of research and I wanted to lock in to have a larger understanding of viewership online, especially on Twitch. So the reason this guy's important is because he posted an article in 2006 where he has this quote, which says all large-scale multi-user communities and online social networks that rely on users to contribute content or build services share one property. Most users don't participate very much. Often, they simply lurk in the background. Now, I think this is really important because the term lurker, it gets thrown around very often, especially in streams, on Twitch, on Kick, on TikTok, whatever it is. Lurking is a very common term that you hear nowadays. But this was from 19 years ago in 2006. This relates to the idea or the theory, the formula, whatever you want to call it, of the 99-1 rule. Now, this basically says that 90% of viewers are going to be lurkers. 9% is intermittent contributors, which means that every now and then they'll contribute. Maybe these are the people that come to a Twitch stream and they say, hey, hello from a Whataburger right now. I don't know. But those are people that like every now and then may say something, or like they'll pop into a stream and they'll be like, hey, how are you doing? Hope everything's good. Or they'll say one thing and then they'll lurk afterwards, right? Or they bounce, whatever it is. That's like, it's the middle ground between lurkers and the 1%, which are the heavy contributors. Now, these are the people that you probably see right now in my chat. Ashton, Monsoonify, Shaolin, these are people that have been chatting the entire stream. I've been live for 45 minutes. These are people that have been here, that have been active. I'm sure there are some people in chat right now that are of the 90% lurkers that haven't said a single thing. I'm not trying to call you out. I'm just stating a fact as I'm looking at this diagram right now, all right? That's all I'm doing. I feel called out. Bro, Zappy, I didn't mean to call you out. Now, this is gonna sound really, really funny, but like, bro, if you were to throw me in like Kai Cenat's stream, you're not gonna see me going, W Kai! W Kai! W Kai! W Kai! W LeBron! W Speed! Like, you're not gonna see me doing that. But if I'm in like another streamer friend of mine where they're also a small streamer, then I'm more likely to be an intermittent contributor or a heavy contributor. That's just how it is. Like in a larger stream, I'm gonna interact less. In a smaller stream, I personally will be interacting a little bit more. I want to double this back to what is actually going on with Twitch. Now, all of these tweets have popped up over the past few days. Now, these are just a few random ones that I've seen in my timeline that I wanted to point out and that I wanted to use to reiterate the point that there is something going on online with streamers, with viewership, and people are noticing. That is my point that I'm trying to make. And if you're confused entirely as to what I'm talking about, I am talking about the recent crackdown of bots on Twitch. And you can see this right here. This is from an article that I found. Twitch cracks down on fake views. Twitch announced new measures to combat view botting and artificial engagement as the Amazon-owned platform overhauls its detection systems. Probably heard of this over the past few months, over the past few weeks, that Twitch has been cracking down on fake views. Ludwig was talking about it. XQC was talking about it. You've seen big streamers lose half of their viewership overnight. I think it was August or September, like 20th, 21st. It was one of those dates where there was a big strike down in viewership, and it dropped tremendous. Now that we've established what is going on, Twitch viewership has been dropping. They're trying to get rid of bots. It's come with some backlash over the past few days, and this is where I tie these two back in. What is going on? People are seeing a massive decrease in views all across the platform. Not even large streamers, but regular sized small streamers, medium streamers, whatever it may be. Anyone that ranges from 1 viewer to 1 million viewers. Everyone has been affected by this. Now you might be wondering, like, why? How? Why? Why would a small streamer like me have bots? The thing is, I don't have bots. The detection system that Twitch has created to detect the bots is faulty. I'm saying that with a grain of salt because people are claiming that it's faulty. There is no real proof of this yet, but there's reasons as to why people are saying this. So this is the one tweet with a little bit more to it from Cozy Zozy. I think it's really, really important because it shows the main problem that people are seeing on the platform right now.
It says that I have 43 viewers.
So as she says in this clip, she has 43 viewers on.
And you click on it.
Now she's opening up the viewer list on the right side of the stream. You can see it right down here. She goes through it, and I don't need to go through this because she starts counting every single viewer that she has. But at the end,
118 names are in this list.
She counts 118 names in her viewership list, but it says 43 viewers. It's basically saying more than half of her viewership is just not even showing on Twitch right now. And that is what people are really complaining about. What is 43 viewers doing if there's over 100 people in the viewer list? That's the main question. Why is that happening? And that is directly tied in to Twitch trying to eliminate bot viewership. But you can see right here where she quoted her tweet and she said, "People seem to not understand what I am highlighting in this video. Twitch released an update to combat paying ad revenue for viewers that are not watching ads. Lurkers who do not interact with the stream are being flagged as bots, so their views are not reflecting in the viewership number. This is what Twitch is doing. If you are a lurker, if you are not actively watching the stream, you are counted as a bot, which is the problem that everyone is complaining about. If you are lurking in my stream right now, Twitch thinks you're a bot, and it's not counting you as a viewer." Now, I want to take it back to this, where Zesty Bestie had said this at the end of his tweet. Please stop trusting anyone with information on both sides, because the reality is no one actually knows. This is still in the dark, but dark isn't a good thing. It leaves people confused, it leaves people worried, it leaves people wondering, is my viewership down for what reason? Is it because school just started? Is it because my content's bad? Whatever it is, it's not a good look for anybody. It's not a good look for Twitch, not a good look for the advertisers, not a good look for the streamers. Everyone hurts on every part. Now, if you guys want a little bit of an explanation as to why Twitch would get rid of bots in the first place, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a diagram of how advertising works on Twitch. And I think this is really important to know. This isn't directly tied into the viewership and the elimination of bots, but I think that this is really important for you guys to understand how Twitch, how the advertising works on the platform. So basically over here, this red square is going to be your company. All right. Picture this as the company. Now this company is going to go to its employees and they're going to say, "Hey, can you please get us some advertising, get us some viewers, get people to see our product, whatever it may be." Maybe let's say it's a hot dog, right? Maybe we say their product is a hot dog and they want more people to see it. Okay, this is my very shitty hot dog, by the way. So this company tells their employees to go get this product viewership. What's going to happen is that Twitch is over here on the right. Now, this is my very poor drawing of Twitch. I don't know what the Twitch logo looks like, so take it with a grain of salt, but I believe it's something like this. Something like that. It's good enough, right? It's good enough. Twitch is going to have all of these ads on their platform. And these people, told by their company, are going to go to Twitch and say, "Hey, give us ads. We want people to see our product. Let's do it." Let's say that Twitch has a certain streamer with 100,000 viewers. This 100,000 number may be entirely botted. But the thing is, if they eliminate bots, this number may cut down to... Oh, my bad. This number may cut down to, like, let's say 50,000 by over half. With the number lower, with bots eliminated, that makes Twitch look worse to advertisers, because that tells the company, that tells the report to the employee's boss over here that less people are seeing it. So it makes this really, really odd problem where Twitch doesn't want to get rid of bots because it makes them look better as an advertiser. It also makes this employee over here look better to their boss as, yes, our product got 100,000 views rather than just 50,000 over here on the right. I hope that makes sense. It makes a very weird loop where Twitch doesn't want to get rid of bots. Twitch wants to fake their advertisers because it makes people pay more to put ads on their site. It creates a very, very weird loop, which has been why Twitch has been so reluctant to get rid of bots for the past few years, and why right now, when they have gotten rid of them, it's become a very messy process. And I know this looks very messy now, and looking at it after the fact, this looks like absolute slop. But that's my point, right? Twitch doesn't want to get rid of bots because it makes them look worse. Here's a few more tweets, a few more examples of people being quite mad of this, of Twitch trying to crack down on bots, also getting rid of lurkers, whatever. This is from Lib Valley. Said, genuinely, why did Twitch make lurkers not count as viewers? I've seen views for not only myself, but countless other creators drop drastically, even though viewer lists show different numbers as Zoe shows. I feel like I'm going backwards. Why did you do this at Twitch? Another one. This one's from Micah. This one's kind of long. We don't need to read the entire thing. That is normal for most lurkers to have more than one tab open at a time. Once again, just another tweet showing that people are kind of tight about this, where people like to lurk, people like to support multiple people at the same time. Despite this, Twitch is cracking down on it. Monsunavai actually had said something. I mean, your stream currently has 7 active viewers, yet Twitch says the stream has 3. Okay. You might actually be right. So apparently Twitch says I have 3 viewers. We're looking at Monsunify, Dope Like Alfie, Peanut, Shaw, Spectre, and Zappy. 4 people in chat right now, but it says 3. Interesting. Interesting. And I refreshed it. Still, it says there's what? 6, 7 people here? And it says half of that. Okay, you know what? Maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. This is what's going on right now with Twitch viewership. If it's been low, this is why. This is why it looks low. It might be this. Might. That's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed this little presentation. As I said multiple times today, I put this together so quickly, so briefly. It may feel a little rushed. Some of my info, some of the info that I got may not be entirely true. A lot of it is theory. A lot of it is just what people are experiencing. So take it all with a grain of salt. But I believe what we're seeing may actually be true. Twitch may have actually accidentally banned lurking. Lurkers may not count as viewers anymore. And there's really no way to know until Twitch makes an official statement. That's all I got. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time.